A SysOps administrator is notified that an Amazon EC2 instance has stopped responding to the AWS Management Console indicates that the system status checks are failing. What should the administrator do first to resolve this issue? A. Reboot the EC2 instance so it can be launched on a new host. B. Stop and then start the EC2 instance so that it can be launched on a new host. C. Terminate the EC2 instance and relaunch it. D. View the AWS CloudTrail log to investigate what changed on the EC2 instance. Correct answer is B. Next question is: a SysOps administrator has enabled AWS CloudTrail in an AWS account. If CloudTrail is disabled, it must be enabled immediately. What should the SysOps administrator do to meet these requirements without writing custom code? A. Add the AWS account to AWS organizations. Enable CloudTrail in the management account. B. Create an AWS config rule that is invoked when CloudTrail configuration changes. Apply the AWS configure CloudTrail logging automatic remediation action. C. Create an AWS config rule that is invoked when CloudTrail configuration changes. Configure the rule to invoke an AWS Lambda function to enable CloudTrail. D. Create an Amazon Event Bridge, Amazon CloudWatch events, hourly rule with a schedule pattern to run an AWS Systems Manager automation document to enable CloudTrail. Correct answer is B. Next question is: a recent audit found that most resources belonging to the development team were in violation of patch compliance standards. The resources were properly tagged. Which service should be used to quickly remediate the issue and bring the resources back into compliance? A. AWS config. B. Amazon inspector. C. AWS trusted advisor. D. AWS Systems Manager. Correct answer is D. Next question is: an Amazon EC2 instance running an application that uses Amazon Simple Queue service, Amazon SQS queues. A SysOps administrator must ensure that the application can read, write, and delete messages from the SQS queues. Which solution will meet these requirements in the most secure manner? A. Create an IAM user with an IAM policy that allows the SQS send message permission, the SQS receive message permission, and the SQS delete message permission to the appropriate queues. Embed the IAM user's credentials in the application's configuration. B. Create an IAM user with an IAM policy that allows TSC send message permission, TSC receive message permission, and the SQS delete message permission to the appropriate queues. Export the IAM user's access key and secret access key as environment variables on the EC2 instance. C. Create and associate an IAM role that allows EC2 instances to call AWS services. Attach an IAM policy to the role that allows SQS permissions to the appropriate queues. D. Create and associate an IAM role that allows EC2 instances to call AWS services. Attach an IAM policy to the role that allows the SQS send message permission, the SQS receive message permission, and the SQS delete message permission to the appropriate queues. Correct answer is D. Next question is: a development team recently deployed a new version of a web application to production. After the release, penetration testing revealed a cross-site scripting vulnerability that could expose user data. Which AWS service will mitigate this issue? A. AWS Shield Standard. B. AWS WAF. C. Elastic Load Balancing. D. Amazon Cognito. Correct answer is B. Next question is: a company uses an AWS CloudFormation template to provision an Amazon EC2 instance and an Amazon RDS DB instance. A SysOps administrator must update the template to ensure that the DB instance is created before the EC2 instance is launched. What should the SysOps administrator do to meet this requirement? A. Add a wait condition to the template. Update the EC2 instance user data script to send a signal after the EC2 instance is started. B. Add the depends on attribute to the EC2 instance resource, and provide the logical name of the RDS resource. C. Change the order of the resources in the template so that the RDS resource is listed before the EC2 instance resource. D. Create multiple templates. Use AWS CloudFormation stack sets to wait for one stack to complete before the second stack is created. Correct answer is B. Next question is: a company has an existing web application that runs into Amazon EC2 instances behind an application load balancer, ALB. Across two availability zones. The application uses an Amazon RDS multi-ASD instance. Amazon Route 53 record sets router requests store dynamic content to the load balancer and requests for static content to an Amazon S3 bucket. Site visitors are reporting extremely long loading times. Which actions should be taken to improve the performance of the website? Select 2. A. Add Amazon CloudFront caching for static content. B. Change the load balancer listener from HTTPS to TCP. C. Enable Amazon Route 53 latency-based routing. D. Implement Amazon EC2 auto-scaling for the web servers. E. Move the static content from Amazon S3 to the web servers. Correct answer is A and D.